It's Donna Drake, and we're on Broadway. That's right, we are celebrating Juneteenth. Stay tuned for all the action. So tell us how this comes together. It looks like a lot of people, behind the scenes production in order to make this event so special and so spectacular.
Yes, this is the Broadway League's Broadway Celebrates Juneteenth. This is our 5th year anniversary. We're super excited with the beautiful weather and the awesome crowds, and most importantly, the outstanding talent of Broadway that's represented on the stage today. For free.
That's what I was just going to say, for free. Where are you going to get all of this amazingness, right? Right here in the middle of Times Square. What are your intentions for today? What do you hope happens? Like, what magically would make today just an absolute win for you?
I think the thing that people don't realize about Broadway Celebrates Juneteenth is that the performers you're going to see today are the same performers who are on the Broadway stages right now. So they're in shows like Hell's Kitchen and Purpose, and it's just a really great opportunity to have an accessible, free program in the middle of Times Square that's celebrating, again, the best of Broadway. That's really what we want to achieve, as well as celebrating this incredible and important holiday.
You personally, what was your first Broadway show that you saw?
Oh, wow. My first Broadway show in New York or just in general?
Just anywhere.
Well, my first Broadway show in New York was Miss Saigon. I grew up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, so we would take school trips here all the time to see shows. And yeah, they dropped us off in the middle of Times Square and said, we're going to a show. And it was a truly life-changing experience that led to me now working in this industry.
It's a very exciting day. Can we do like jazz hands for June 19th? We do
yeah.
Let's go.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. Woo! June 19th. Be well. So exciting to be here. Mm-hmm. We are in Times Square. When you were a young girl, did you think that this was going to happen, that this was going to be your journey?
I actually wanted it to be my journey, and I believed that it could be my journey. I used to come here in the summertime. I'm from North Carolina. I used to come here in the summertime with my family, and I lived down a long dirt road in the country, and we would ride down this street with all these lights and all these stores and all this busyness and all this life, and I knew that I wanted to be a part of my life, so I'm glad to be here. I'm living my dream. I'm literally walking out my dream.
When you walk through the stage door, like when you exited the stage for the first time on Broadway, and you see all the fans there, like kind of collaborating around you, what was that experience like?
I feel like teary-eyed right now with you just asking that question.
Sorry. I tend to do that. I actually made Doc Goody cry. You know what? Stop it. My show is all good news, and it is a blessing to be here and shine a light on you, because that's what we want the audience to know. We want them to be able to see you. Yeah. So thank you for that.
Thank you, and thank you for that. Thank you for that. There is nothing like walking in your calling, doing what you think you're called to do and supposed to do. That's what I think Broadway is for me, performing is for me. So getting to walk out of the stage door and seeing people there that are concerned and affected by something that you've shared is life-changing. It is, no matter whether you get paid for it or not, you want to do it. And you just know that is the place where you can feel whole and complete, and you do it. So I share it because I get something in return with the audience. So it's
beautiful. As they say, for the girls that are not originally from here, if we can make it here, we can make it anywhere.
Yeah. Anywhere. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not an easy thing, but if you feel pulled to do it, and there's nothing, you eat, sleep, and drink performing or being backstage or working out in this entertainment industry, then do that. And don't let anybody stop you.
And today's going to be a magical performance, right?
Yes,
so many great people coming together to celebrate Juneteenth.
Yes. Lots of big names and little names and emerging names in this business, and lots of people here to celebrate with us. And so that's what it's all about. It's all about just honoring our history and honoring our world right now. And Broadway stage is very inclusive right now, and it's a wonderful thing.
Indeed. And now you gave me the chills. Stay tuned for more. We're living it up right here. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
What does today mean to you?
Today is a celebration. It's one of those fortunate circumstances where the hard work of people, the hard work of Black people, this is now a national holiday. So we must celebrate the freedom and liberation for, Black people and all oppressed people in the world. The Juneteenth is, to me, an example in this particular liberation and freedom of people to make sure that all people, all oppressed people are free.
We're standing right here in iconic Times Square,
Yes.
surrounded by people from all over the globe, all over the world, right? When you are performing today and receiving what you're going to be receiving, what's one thing that's going to be on your mind personally?
Freedom is the vibration, liberation is the vibration, and revolution is the vibration.
When you were younger, did you dream of this moment? And do you still talk to children that you went to grade school with? What has their reaction been to the fact that you've basically made it? In a big way. In a big way.
There's so much more work to be done. I don't ever see myself as making it or that. I mean, I have the fortunate opportunity to be speaking with my high school in their commencement ceremony this year.
Really?
Yes. So I'm looking forward to being there for them as another light. But we are the same. We're all the same. So
You are humble and so kind and so talented. Thank you for spending time with us. It's so nice to meet you.
congratulations on your show. That's so dope. It's so awesome that you've had this for 18 years.
Thank
That's
you so
amazing.
much. Thank you. We have a lot of people smiling at you today. A lot of smiling eyes around here, right?
Yeah, this is Times Square. This is one of the busiest places on the planet. This is the epicenter of culture and commerce in New York City. We're excited to be here.
So we were talking that we're both from the Midwest. So what is it like for you to be here? You have made it. Or do you consider yourself making it yet? Or?
Yeah, I don't really use terms like that. I moved here when I was fresh out of undergrad, so 2007, I've lived here all of my adult life, and it's great to get to go back to the Midwest and do plays at Steppenwolf Theater and see my family and all that. And then I've filmed Elementary here for CBS for 7 seasons in this city. So it's great to be living here and working here, doing Purpose on Broadway. It just doesn't get better. You're around the best of the best, and you get to enjoy and take in the culture while you're putting out something that you really care about.
Oh, I like that. So it's both the yin and the yang. It's
That's
both.
it.
It's
Yeah.
you're here and you're there and you're creating while you're actually experiencing it.
Absolutely, and you always have to replenish. A lot of times writers, they talk about if they've got writer's block or if they're just recharging, they're reading, they're consuming. And I think that's such an important part of the life cycle of an artist.
I'm excited for you, speaking about being an artist, because you get to do both stage and screen,
Yeah.
right? You get to do both.
Love it.
You didn't have to choose potato chips or pretzels. You got to really live it up.
Yeah, I am so greedy. I want it all. In a calendar year, you want to do maybe an indie film and then a limited series or something, and then do a play. And I think that runs the gambit. And I also, I've gotten to direct an episode of television with Elementary, and that's something that I'm really hungry for, developing a TV show as a writer. So it's just, they're all tools in the toolkit, but at the core of it, you're just a storyteller and an artist. So, I want to do it all. It's all
too.
uniquely fulfilling.
Just live it up every day.
Yeah.
Why does today in particular matter to you? About this moment, about this stage, where we are and what we're experiencing?
I think what's most important is about elevating our history. We have to talk about it. We have to, examine, re-examine, and educate folks about what actually happened in this country and what's still going on. And you also have to celebrate in the face of everything that's going on, and talk about how far we've come, and what we've got going on in this moment on Broadway. All of these incredible Black voices are performing every night, putting out some of the best work you'll ever see. So that this day is very important. And we also get to honor Andre DeShields, somebody who's like, my role model.
Did you meet him yet? Have you?
I've met him over the years a few times, and it's very important that we get to honor him today and talk about his legacy. It's a special day.
I have chills too. Enjoy your day. Thank you so much for celebrating with us.
Thanks for being here.
Stay tuned for more. We're living it up from Times Square. Celebrating today and celebrating you, Legacy Award winner. When you decided that this was going to be your path in life, what was the yes that you gave to yourself? What made you decide to become the Broadway star that you are?
It wasn't a decision to become the Broadway star. However, it was recognizing the journey, the path, the destiny that I had been born to complete. I come from a large family, 10 siblings, and growing up in Baltimore, Maryland, as a young boy, I used to sing with my older brothers, doo-wop, on the street corners. And we all dreamed about these huge, fantastic careers. But growing up in the innermost of the inner city, there wasn't real encouragement. But I understood at a very early age that if I wanted to change the condition, I needed to leave Baltimore and first achieve an objective perspective of what it is to grow up in the inner city, and to see the possibilities that exist in the world instead of hearing no all the time. The world actually says yes most of the time, if you have prepared yourself for the opportunity when it arrives. So I've stayed with that psychology, with that philosophy for these many years. And it doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen consistently. So as we say in the Negro spiritual, hold on. Keep your eye on the prize and hold on.
When Union troops arrived in Galveston Bay and announced that all enslaved people in Texas were free by executive order. That day became known as Juneteenth, a day of justice delayed but not denied, a day of deliverance, remembrance, and joy.